The world can be an ugly place, and it's even uglier if you, as an artist, don't know how to make it look good. In this video, I'm going to be giving you visual tips if you must film ugly things. If you found this video because you searched for tips, if you got the job of filming your ex-girlfriend's wedding, well, sorry, that's a different kind of ugly. Can't help you there, buddy. So when you see Peter McKinnon and other traveling YouTubers create these beautiful B-roll shots with seemingly no effort, you think to yourself, well, it's easy for you to make awesome video and footage because you're just observing the Switzerland or Canadian geography around you. Put a 6-year-old to the task of being a photographer for the day during a trip down to the Austrian grasslands or the mountains of Nepal, and there's a hefty possibility that they will encapsulate the pre-existing beauty that already surrounds them. In this video, I'm going to be showing you a few tips of how you can use editing, motion, focal length to your advantage when you're surrounded by a not so aesthetically pleasing environment. Not every photographer or videographer lives in the best looking places, so it can be discouraging to try to find awesome shots when you live in a gross city or small town, or you're way out in the boonies and there's nothing but beer cans and mud and barely living trees around you. In any case, I'm going to be showing you how I made a pretty decent cinematic montage of my friends and I replacing a muffler on a 2003 Toyota Corolla while it's raining in a cramped garage. Ew, gross, right? How did I pull that off? Just watch. As you can see, there's nothing revolutionary or groundbreaking to be sure, but it could have been a lot worse. There's some ugly stuff happening here. I mean, you've got the car, you've got the garage, the rain, terrible orange lighting, my friends. Yeah, sorry, can't help you there. That part is based off your own life choices. In any case, I want to pay attention to the editing. Did you notice any of the jump cuts that were on the downbeats of the music? That should be inevitable. Did you see the occasional glitch effects I threw in there? Have you ever watched a Planet Earth documentary and you're watching a hummingbird like flap its wings in slow motion? Well, pay attention to the sound effects of the wings flapping. Those are actually not being captured from the camera. Those sounds are being recorded by a Foley artist in a recording studio waving around an object that sounds like the wings of a hummingbird. I added thunder in this as well as the car ignition sound and the angle grinder sound. I just really used free sound effects that were available on YouTube. I used smooth transitions and planned my shots ahead of time to make sure I can transition using motion to my advantage. Another large aspect when filming ugly things is focal length. You wanna know how to make the most beautiful scene look bad? Just use deep depth of field for your lens and poor lighting, and voila, you've managed to ruin a potentially awesome shot because of your poor choice for focal length. When in doubt, bokeh it out. Bokeh is a Japanese term meaning blur, apparently, and the shallow depth of field looks great for almost anything. Why do you think Apple introduced portrait mode in their cameras? Although portrait mode in phones artificially created, so they're not as good as a nice piece of glass though. I used an 85mm f1.18 lens, prime lens for this B-roll. That's my favorite lens because it's so versatile. However, just keep in mind that if you are using this lens, you have to step way far back because the focal subject is far away in order to be, because it leans a little bit on the telescopic range. Another crucial tool that I used, which I will admit is a bit of an overkill, is a gimbal. Gimbal is a 3-axis motor controlled device that stabilizes the camera to eliminate handheld shaking. I have the Ronin S And it served me well, keeping shots stable and smooth while I was trying to capture it moving around. Robotic arms are a luxury in the world of videography, so if you're willing to step up your game and invest in a 3-axis gimbal, then you'll set yourself up for success. Perhaps not with the ladies, because when you hold this thing in your hands, it just makes you look like a nerd. But the cinematic B-roll will be worth it. The light leaking, glitch effect, and transition packs for Adobe Premiere Pro that I used in this video, I will link in the description down below, so you can actually just download them for free. Yeah, they're free. They're not even mine, so I don't have any agenda offering these to you. I've run out of creative things to say for this video, so I think I'm just going to end, and I hope you learned something important, and if you didn't, then tough beans. But hopefully you learned something useful that you can utilize this in your next video, so good luck, and I'll see you next time.